Dependent pick lists are a great way to be able to get more detail about a certain pick list selection and also minimize the chance for input error on behalf of your Salesforce users. So on this Trailhead Playground org, I'm looking at a contact record, and I've got two custom fields that I've added here. One says preferred drink, and the other one says drink detail. They're just fictional things I've made up as an example, in case that you want to know what your contact's preferred drink is if you're ever at a meeting and you want to be able to buy them a drink. So in case of preferred drink, we've got some simple options of coffee, tea, water, no drink. And then drink detail is the sort of granular level of detail, which has got a whole range of different coffee types, different types of tea, and different types of water. Now, in reality, people could just use both pick lists as they are, but we could end up with a case where we've someone selected coffee and then they've accidentally chosen a type of tea or water, and that would be a very big problem. So we can make the drink detail a dependent pick list so that the options available are dependent upon the selected item in preferred drink. And I'll show you how to do that just now. So you need to enter the object, in this case, the contact objects editor. So I'm going to go gear knob and edit object. Once that's opened, we're going to select fields and relationships. So fields and relationships from the left-hand menu. And then towards the right-hand side at the top, you'll see field dependencies. So I'm going to select field dependencies. So currently there's no other dependencies set up. So we're going to create a new one. It's going to ask us for two things: the controlling field, so the higher level one, which is going to dictate the options. So that is preferred drink. And then the dependent field, which is going to change based on the other option, is going to be drink detail. So now click continue. In this next field, we display which options we want to appear. So at the high level, we've got a column for each of the drink types. So coffee, tea, water, and no drink. And then we need to select which items we want to appear. So for coffee, I'm just going to click the relevant coffees in the list. So espresso, if you use the shift key, you can select multiple. So all the way from espresso down to Turkish coffee, they are coffees. In terms of tea, we're going to have white tea. Oops, sorry, I've got to assign them each time. Turkish coffee, going to say include values there. In terms of teas, going to go white tea and black tea. Include those values there. For water, we're going to have sparkling water, mineral water, and tap water. Select all of those and then include. And then for no drink, we want to see no options available. So that's been done. Now we need to press save to have those changes saved. Once you've saved those changes and returned to the record view, so in my case, the contact record, you'll see that when you go to edit those fields that the dependent list is grayed out because it hasn't received the signal from the parent or the controlling pick list field to tell it what options to choose from. Now, if it takes a long time for this to appear, then you might need to do a hard browser refresh. So Control-Shift-R on most browsers to do a full refresh to have these new permissions of these fields to go through. Sometimes you can create the dependency, test it, preview it, it's working perfectly, and then it won't show up on your record. It can drive you wild. So make sure you do a hard refresh on your browser to make sure it appears. So if I now click on coffee, it's now ready to get input, and it's got some options here, and you'll see that the water options and the tea options are no longer available. If I select tea, there's the teas and then water. So that is how you create a dependent pick list in Salesforce. I hope that helps.